Just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now Ryan on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction. From them, that's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. He completes it to Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Newton on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Newton. He completes this to Russell Gage. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. An option handoff given to Sanders. Powers through him. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 17, Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Newton to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. with a juke. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Murray now on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. It's Murray. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Newton got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Newton buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Wilkins. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Play fake. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think.
He's got a man, complete, touchdown. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. The Cam's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is Newton. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. And this is incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack on first down, Murray steps away. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Murray now. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Kaminsky able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The kick by Carlson is good. And they jump out in front here. It's 11-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's complete to Sanders. Not much there, only a yard.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coach.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Newton. The Sanders has got it complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Newton.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. There he goes, left side. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense offense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
So for the Falcons, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.